What's up, everybody? It's Ron Raphael, and welcome to my new channel. Well, not new, revamped, revitalized, reborn again, and transplanted from one continent to the next. Welcome to HairArtist-pro. You know, it's funny, it's been sitting dormant for some time because I sold or disengaged from my .com, or my .pro is what it is. It is a website, HairArtist-pro. And I turned it off. I got rid of it. I stopped paying for it some years ago when I so-called retired. And when I decided to move to Kenya, one of the three things that I wanted to do, without a doubt, top three things, was get back into the hair industry. The thing or the place that I have spent many, many years, hours, days, investing time and energy into, and bring it home here to my new place, Nairobi, Kenya, Kilimani to be specific. Now, I am a barber stylist, technically trained in both. I was a hairstylist for 30 years, 31, including the year it took for me to train. But 7 years prior to that, I was barbering or mastering that skill. And as a result, I can say with confidence that I am a true barber stylist. And let me tell you something. Even though most people think barbering is for men and hairstyling is for women, that is a fallacy. Actually, depending on where you are, depending on the economy, there is an overwhelming amount of women throughout the entire world, especially in the diaspora and in Africa, that sit in the barbering chair frequently. I can't even count how many clients that were female clients that got barbering done in some way or another, whether they're wearing the hair short, maybe texturized, naturally curly, whatever the case might be. But my skills as a barber was sought after by these women. And you'll find that depending on the economy, as I may have alluded to, women will find a propensity to sit in the barbering chair, especially when money is hard to come by. I remember in Los Angeles, well, in the United States period, and this same phenomenon will happen across the world where an economy will become depressed, inflation will take place, or millions of jobs may be lost because of some change in the economic flow in countries. It is a natural thing. And when it happens in a continent or a country, us black people get affected the most. When an economy catches a cold, black people catch the flu. And this incited something called the big chop, where women started cutting their hair off as a stylized choice. It wasn't a stylized choice. It was that millions of people, including women, lost their jobs and they couldn't come see us. It changed our industry from that point forward, moving forward, and has never returned. Women used to come in Los Angeles religiously and throughout the United States every 2 weeks to get their hair done. After the economy tanked, these women turned into the big chop revolution and started sitting in barbering chairs and doing all sorts of things at home to their hair because they didn't have the disposable cash. I know I'm going a little bit deeper, but that tells you that there truly is no difference between barbering and styling, especially if you are a stylist that is doing lots and lots of short pixie hairstyles. The finishing techniques you need, from tapering the sides and the back to edging up your client, and not only just pulling off the look, but understanding the clipper, how it works, how not to agitate or aggravate your client, how to care for your clipper so it can work efficiently, how to get them sharpened. All of these things I challenge hairstylists to say that they do not encounter. So while I'm watching these channels and I'm doing my research as I should be doing, I'm finding that the overwhelming amount of people that watch, whether it be stylists or whatever, just people in general that consume this content, are segmented along the line of hairstyling for women, barbering for men. I'm going to challenge you, laymen as well, to dispel that and come along and watch me here impart some of the most entertaining versions of both sides for the benefit of both. Because you may want to see your wife in another look, but may not know what's going on. But if you're watching my channel and you see some hairstyling because you're a man, or vice versa, if you're a woman, and I do some pressing, and then the next time I release something is about barbering, it's only going to bring us together. It's going to make my stylists more powerful, men and female. It's going to make my barbering professionals, men and female barbering professionals, more powerful, because the information about hair is universal. How the hair grows, the science, the technology that goes into coloring, for example. I've taught barbering classes at female or styling symposiums for cosmetologists, and they were completely entertained and fascinated by the process. I was surprised. I thought that this was just something that we were throwing in, and that, maybe 2 or 3 would show up, but my class was full and they enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. And when I taught barbering to barbers in a predominantly barbering, scenario, I've imparted information about hair coloring, perming the hair, different techniques of changing the texture of hair, coloring the hair, so on and so forth. And they were completely fascinated as well. The techniques that come along with shares is universal. The best shares are the best shares. It doesn't matter if you're a barber or if you're a stylist. And for those that are sitting at home, that are just regular folk, you will learn so much on my channel. It's ridiculous. And at the same time, be thoroughly entertained. So that's the benefit of being involved with a barber stylist. I'm going to bring you together, and I challenge you to not find something of value to take away every episode, whether it's about barbering, which by the way can be man or female, both the practitioner and the client, and styling. You know how many men sit down in styling chairs and get their hair braided by proficient women, their dreadlocks locked and styled? No barbering. No barbering. These women are actually taking care of men and styling their hair. Now, if these women do not take my class or a class like mine, or don't watch a show like mine, they will lose money. Because these same guys are going to get up from their chair after getting their dreadlocks twisted, waxed, whatever they're getting done to their hair. Some guys even get their hair, pressed out, depending on what's going on with them. If you're Cat Williams, you're sitting in a female's chair, trust me, right before his comedic show. So anyhow, my point is this. Enjoy my channel. Do not be segmented along the lines of male and female for the benefit of you and everyone else. Let me bring you guys together on HairArtist-pro. Peace.